We are now just 2 days, just under 40 hours until the Nintendo Switch 2 releases. Of course, every Nintendo fan in the world is super excited right now. At least I hope so. I mean, maybe some aren't as excited, but I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone out there is excited because this only happens so often. Like literally once every 8 to 9 years, it seems like now we can expect something like this. Probably more along the lines of 7 to 8 years, but still, that's a long time for a new Nintendo console. And that means the next 7 to 8 years are going to be filled with Switch 2 games for us to get excited about, Nintendo Directs, big hype moments for specific games like Smash Brothers and even the next 3D Mario. Please. But man, it's such an exciting time to be a Nintendo fan, and the hype has never been higher. And today, I have even more news for you and more talk to get you guys hype and, to hold you off just for the next couple of days. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Real quick, guys, you are phenomenal. Like, seriously, I am so blessed to have you guys here watching today's video because yesterday alone, we got over 570 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Let's see how many we can do in today's video. Let's keep the hype going. Of course, we're not stopping and we're going to continue talking about Switch 2 and Mario Kart World until we drop. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get even more on today's video. But let's dive into the news first. First off, for you Fortnite fans, Epic Games right now is having some State of Unreal event where they're going to be showing off multiple Fortnite stuff, including some looks at Fortnite on Switch 2. So if you're excited for Fortnite on Switch 2, which I definitely am, you might want to check that out and see how much better it runs. Because if you try to play Fortnite on Switch 1, I mean, I was praying for you because, oh my goodness. Nintendo announces some pretty interesting information about Switch 2 once you receive your unit. They state the screen is covered with a film layer designed to prevent fragments scattering in the event of damage. Do not peel it off. The adhesive film is intended to make the Switch 2 screen shatterproof. So I imagine it's going to be one of those tempered glass, scratch-resistant tabs that you can probably rip off if you really dig with your nails in order to get it off. Do not rip this off because if your Switch 2 falls, it actually prevents it from shattering right away. It just keeps the glass safe. So I'm pretty sure you still might need to put a scratch-resistant cover on top. I'm not entirely sure. It's just shatterproof glass. So you might still need a screen protector to, protect against scratches. Once again, I'm not entirely sure. Do not quote me on that. But I mean, if you want to be super safe, you can do that as well. Nintendo is sending out a lot of out-of-stock posters already. Like, they're sending out these posters, and the Switch 2 isn't even on the market yet, which is a crazy thing. But it's a good thing to see for Nintendo. Means like they know that they're going to be sold out of these things. So they're sending a lot of these posters to stores in advance to prepare for the inevitable out-of-stock of Switch 2s, which is just nuts to think about. Now, in case you were hoping to see some type of reviews for Switch 2 in the next couple of days, it doesn't seem like we'll be getting them because Nintendo has confirmed that they are not sending press any Switch 2 review units before launch, meaning that there won't be any reviews for the system probably this entire week. If there are, we know that reviewers are definitely rushing because it's probably going to take them a while to fully complete Mario Kart and also to fully check out what Switch 2 can do. But with that said, I'm actually very grateful because it means we probably, for the first time in a long time, won't have any leaks about Mario Kart World or any leaks about anything with the Switch 2 because, for one, there's a day one patch. That means nobody can access any games or anything until that day one patch. So Nintendo's on top of it. We won't have to worry about thumbnails with every single boss in them, which if there are bosses this time around, or I'm talking about, pictures of all the unlockable characters if there's any, or just any secrets that Nintendo's hiding in this game, which they still will come. There'll be people that try to, no life this game for the first 24 hours nonstop just to get content out. But you know what? It is good to actually be able to go into a new console and a new Mario Kart game without really any type of reviews or anything to kind of sway us in our opinions beforehand. This one is just crazy to me, but apparently the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour has 20 minigames and 14 tech demos that you can earn 3 medals in each one for the full experience, and I guess technically get a full 100%. But here is the caveat. You have to have specific accessories in order to 100% this game. You need a USB camera and need it to play one minigame. A controller with GL/GR buttons is needed to play one minigame, which means you have to get a Switch 2 specific Pro controller. And a 4K supported TV or a monitor is needed to play one minigame and one tech demo. Like, What? So you have to have these 4K monitors, you have to have a Switch 2 Pro controller, you have to have a USB camera in order to fully 100% Nintendo Switch 2 welcome tour. So they just took a $10 game and they're about to turn it into like a $1,000 game, depending on if you need to go out and buy a 4K television for this. Like, ugh. Only Nintendo. The Pokemon Company and Game Freak released a new video of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, where it's running on Switch 2 and it looks infinitely better. A lot of people were saying that this is one of their favorite Pokemon games, but the bugs and the graphics was just holding it back. But if it really does improve it this much, I mean the frame rate looks like it's right around 60, then shoot, this might be a lot of people's favorite Pokemon game now. And it makes me think that they should have just waited a little longer and pushed it back to release with Switch 2. But at the end of the day, I'm glad it's getting some type of patch to make it run better, and I'm hoping a lot of other Nintendo games get this as well, not just the ones that they have announced already. For instance, I still really want Mario & Luigi Brothers Ship and even Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door to get patches so that they can run at a smooth 60 frames per second and not chug and lag in certain spots. Nintendo even showed off a short video showing how the mouse controls work with Nintendo Game Builder Garage, which looks pretty cool. You just grab and drag and it shows you how you can connect things, and it just works like a mouse would. But of course, my mind just immediately goes to Mario Maker 3. This is literally how it would work, and I just don't see how in the world Nintendo could pass up on such an amazing opportunity. So don't be surprised if we see Mario Maker 3 relatively soon. A lot of people were worried that this would be the first Mario Kart game where Mario doesn't yell out the name of the game at the beginning. Instead, it just starts with the music and him driving in a random free roam area, but nope, he actually does yell the name in the very beginning when you boot up the game. Here's exactly what it sounds like.
Mario Kart World! Mario Kart World!
So yes, there are tons of reasons to be excited for Switch 2, and I just keep thinking about how like so long ago we were just thinking about the Switch Pro and hearing rumors about it, and then moving to the Switch 2, thinking it was going to release at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, but finally it happening in 2 days just feels so unreal. But if you guys are excited for even more information about Switch 2, for instance with Mario Kart World content, make sure you turn on post notifications, because for instance today I'm going to be covering a lot more Mario Kart World info later today, as some previews have dropped from certain publications showing off tons of new gameplay that we haven't seen before. So you're definitely going to want to keep it here on Nintendo Land for everything Mario Kart World and Switch 2. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and like always, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya guys, 2 more days.